Hey everyone, Omogonix here, and welcome back to a brand new video. So I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded in a couple of days. I've actually been planning this video for quite a bit, and the reason why I've kind of delayed it is because it's unscripted, and it's going to be kind of like a discussion video, if you will. So yeah, that's basically what this video is kind of. It's kind of like a discussion video, sort of, so I guess you could say that. But basically, right, in this video today, what I'm going to be doing is I just want to talk about why Halo is timeless, why the games have aged well and why they'll never get old. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing in this video, so yeah, stay tuned. So if you were to play an old game that was made in like the early 2000s, you know, like 2001, 2002, or from the late 1990s, like 1998 or 1999, right? You would obviously tell that it's really old, you know, like, wow, this game's pretty old. But when it comes to Halo, right, especially Halo Combat Evolved, when you play it, you don't think it's so old. No, you don't think that, you know. You just see it as a modern game because you see, the thing about Halo, right, and I think this is a main reason to why Halo is so timeless, right? If you were to play like Halo 1 or Halo 2 or even Halo 3, right, you can really tell that the games are ahead of their time, you know, like Halo revolutionized first-person shooters. We all have to admit that, you know, and the game has been so ahead of its time for so long. So yeah, and especially the older ones, you know, like no other game was really like Halo back then, you know. Halo was so unique and it really revolutionized first person shooters. It really did. Everyone has to admit that. But yeah, and when I play a Halo game today, you know, to this day, I don't look at it and think like, wow, this game really is 17 years old, isn't it? Like, no. When I play like games like Halo Combat Evolved, I don't think it's old because, like, if you would obviously like play one of the Halo games from like back in the day, like Halo 1 or Halo 2, right? Like, you can obviously tell that they're old by looking at their main menu, because their main menus are quite old styled, you know, and you can obviously tell that they're old. But when it comes to gameplay, it's definitely not feeling old. It's just the main menus, right? And another reason to this is because of how well preserved the Halo games are. And so yeah, like with Bungie, right, you know, they made the Halo games really well, you know, because they are ahead of their time, like I've said, you know, the type of mechanics they had, you know, they were really ahead of their time. But then when it comes to like the games being well preserved, you know, and 343 Industries, right, they've been preserving the Halo games really well. You know, like when they first came into power of Halo back in like 2011, I think it was, right? You know, the first thing 343 did was make Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, and that came out in 2011 because it was the 10-year anniversary of Halo Combat Evolved. So basically, right, they made Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, remastered it, you know, and so yeah, and that kind of like preserved it quite well, you know, because it added some new graphics to the game, you know, it was well preserved. And then that's when Halo the Master Chief Collection came out along with Halo 2 Anniversary, you know, and that preserves the games really well as well because it's kind of remastered the older ones like Halo 3, for example, you know, Halo 3 ODST, you know, they've kind of remastered them, you know, made them look a little better for the Xbox One. You know, it was just recently enhanced for the Xbox One X, so that makes them look even better. You know, like Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, you know, they've all been given really good frame rate, because I'm pretty sure Halo Combat Evolved had pretty bad frame rate back on the earliest Xbox. I'm not sure, but yeah, I remember actually playing it on the earliest Xbox back when I was really young, but, you know, I can't really remember the frame rate, but yeah, it would have been not as good, but yeah. And so anyways, I guess that's all there is to it, you know, when it comes to the Halo games being timeless, but they're really big points, you know, it's just really hard to explain them, you know, because Halo games, when I play them, I don't see them as old games when it comes to playing the older ones, you know, and I was just really confused by that, and that's why I wanted to make this video, you know, to kind of explain why I believe they are timeless, why when I play them, I don't feel like they're old, and I really want you guys to tell me in the comments below on what you think about this as well, you know, like, have you played an older Halo game recently, and do you feel like it's old, you know, when you play it? And, you know, just tell me what you guys believe when it comes to that sort of stuff, you know. But yeah, so basically, there's not much else to say, I will admit that. But yeah, I guess I will just have a summary here. So basically, the points that I explained in this video were that the Halo games are well preserved, because Free for Free have really preserved them well. Like 50% of the credit goes to Bungie for making the games ahead of their time, and the other 50% of the credit for the Halo games being timeless is Free for Free really preserving them and, you know, keeping the hype around them really good to do, you know, especially with the Halo to Master Chief Collection and the Halo Anniversary Editions. You know, I would have really liked to see Halo 3 Anniversary last year, but, you know. But yeah, and it's kind of weird to think that Halo Reach and Halo 3 ODST and Halo 3, you know, they're quite old games. I mean, Halo 3 is 11 years old. It doesn't even feel like that, you know, like, that's the thing, you know. Like, Halo 3 is 11 years old, right? And this is a big point too, because Halo 3, right, it's 11 years old, but it doesn't feel like that, doesn't it? No, it feels like it's only like 7 years old or something, or not even that, like 4 years old, 5 years old. And that's the thing, you know, that's why Halo feels so timeless. You know, if you were to play Halo Reach, you would think that the game's like 5 years old. Well, no, it's 8 years old. It's almost 10 years old. In 2 years, it will be 10 years old. And Halo 3 ODST, that's almost 10 years old. And that's the thing, the Halo games are so ahead of their time that they don't even feel like they are as old as they are. You know, like, you'll be playing like Halo 3 or something, you might be thinking that's like 6 years old, but then, say for example, you find out it's like, whoa, 11 years old, like, you never even knew that, you know. And it's quite weird to think that Halo games are getting old, but they don't feel like it. That's because they are well preserved, they're timeless, and they're ahead of their time. They really are. You know, like, they are pretty modern, you know, and especially the old ones. Alright, so anyways guys, that is the end of this video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, you can go to a Google form, so then you can actually tell me what kind of videos I should make on in the Google form. Sorry, I didn't really explain that well, but yeah. Basically, yeah, there's a Google form that I've made, you know, and you can basically submit a topic that I can talk about in my video. Yeah, that's more explained. Alright. So anyways guys, sorry that this video has been kind of jumbled up. You see, it's been unscripted, but yeah, I kind of expected this to go badly, but it really hasn't. And also, I've kind of got my camera over here. I know it's a pretty bad place to have it because the lighting, you see, I usually get that from my TV, but you see, because that's facing here, then that's not going to be facing here. So yeah, anyways, I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye bye.